The frequencies. Hold on. Hang on. Add some feedback in there. This is K4PEW net control for the Mount Juliet Simplex Radio Net. I know there's no emergency traffic, otherwise you'd over here and you're squawking. If I had an emergency, I'd be screaming my lungs out or calling the police or whatever. We do have a problem though. Jump right in there. For information on this net, or information on what we're doing here, you can look on YouTube. I put in K4PEW in the search block in YouTube, so you can that way you can see what the screen on my radio is, figure out what's going on from there, and you can hear stations you might not otherwise hear from your own station, and you can figure out what's wrong. You can also go to our groups, the website 146415.net for information on Simplex, or go to groups.am and or go to groups.io. Just put MJSS for Mount Juliet Simplex Society in the search box. And or you can email me if you like it. K4PEW@ARRL.net. Net normally meets at 8 p.m. every Wednesday and Saturday night. Of course, we have a whole bunch of nets, which you can see on the front page of the groups.io site. But tonight we're doing the 2-meter FM, 2-meter upper sideband on 144.240. Then we're moving over to 6 meters on 50.135. And then we're moving over to 223.415 on FM. So getting ready for a rash of things to get done tonight. We had a nice breakfast this morning over at the Golden Corral. A little chilly and rainy out, so I'm sure that's why we had 9 people show up. No big deal. Whoever shows up is the one that have a good time. Purpose of that is to have fun. Figure out what we're doing. Hold on. Dog was bothering me. He sticks his nose in everything. Yeah, whatever I was saying. We had a good time at the breakfast. And tonight we got a lot of work to do, so we're going to get rolling. We're going to be taking check-ins. This is net number 877. We're starting from the north, where we're going to take check-ins from the. Is there anybody other announcements besides the 10-meter net that is Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. on 28.415? 28.415, 7:30 p.m. Michael KM4YRF handles it. Does a good job, and it's a good net. A good test of your equipment again for the second time, because he does it on the same frequency as we do it. At on Wednesday evening after the 2-meter net. Anyway, taking check-ins from mobile. Or does anybody have any announcements? I got to get that in. No other announcements. Very good. Looking for people who are mobile or short on time. This is on K4PEW.
Yep.
I'm not hearing that. That's why I didn't hear anything. Very good. No mobile or short on time. We'll move right into. We're starting from the north. Please come down. Wow. West.
KM4YRF.
Very good, Mike. Everything well?
Yeah, just a little aggravated. I got my 220 radio hooked up, and I got a bad piece of coax. So I'm going to see who I can hear.
All right, sounds like a winner. That was Michael in just west of the airport. That'd be the Nashville Air International Airport. KM4YRF. Who else is west?
38.4FHY.
Too cold and rainy for you this morning, Paul?
Yep, it was cool, but it wasn't rainy where I was. I made a run down to Dalton yesterday afternoon and came back this afternoon.
Oh, how was that down there?
Quite good. The rain held off, but boy, it was, I guess kind of like up here. It was cloudy and cool and breezy, but a good ham fest. Met some good folks that I knew down that way, and wandered around the boneyard, and just had a good time, and went down in rain and came back in rain.
Didn't buy anything good?
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was a good deal. I got a new old stock, never been opened, 5894 still in the box, and that's the final in my Johnson 6 and 2 rig.
Oh, awesome. Those must be hard to come by.
They're around, but this was real good prices in the Amprex, and it was $5.
Oh, wow. Can't get anything for $5 anymore.
That's just about true. Anyway, sorry I had to have breakfast at the hotel without you all, but anyway, hope you all had a good time anyway.
Oh yeah, we had a good time. It was, like I said, it was a little bit. There's 9 of us, but that's plenty. I mean, we all the more. It's that's always better. Anyway, that's Paul, and he's in the Old Hickory. That's Whiskey Alpha 4 Foxtrot Hotel Yankee and good signal. And been down to Dalton. I forgot that Dalton was today, but next Saturday is pretty sure next Saturday is Cave City. Who else is north or west?
WY4G.
All right, I heard WY4G. Jeff, you doing okay tonight?
I get involved in that. Not much going on here. So, see what else. I fell asleep. Got checking on the digital net. So, I'll try the 220 when it comes around. See if I got the other radio that they sent replaced the one that's supposedly bad. So I'll try that. See if it works.
Oh, that'd be great. Very good. Yeah, I've slept through the first 10 minutes of it. It's been a while, but I forgot about the net and fell asleep. My wife told me about it. Anyway, anything else for the net?
No, that's about it. I don't have anything else to elaborate on. So I'll let you continue. WY4G.
Very good. That's Jeff. He's in Madison. Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf. Who else is west?
KG4ILD, Jack and Donaldson.
Hey, Jack. Nice to see you there this morning. Nice to know that we have an audience beyond ham. Your son's not interested in ham, huh?
No, he just and he's not here tonight, but he usually sits here and listens to the check-in.
Okay, good. I'm glad somebody's enjoying it over there.
Oh yeah, he gets a kick out of it. But it was good seeing the ones at the breakfast this morning. And I don't really have a lot to say. Just carry on. We got a Cavalcade of Nets tonight. A lot to get to.
That's right. We already got half the cavalcade done.
Hey, it was good to have 9 on D-Star.
Oh, it was excellent. Excellent. That's nice when everybody, I say everybody, I don't know if it's everybody, but it's a lot.
Well, if we had Eddie, it'd be an even 2 digits check-ins. But anyway, I'm glad the ones that checked in did, and hope they check in next week as well.
Yeah, Eddie came over. I got him watching a movie out in the garage.
Thanks for doing the check-in, Paul. Appreciate it.
Yep, that was Jack in Donaldson, Kilo Golf 4, India Lima Victor. Who else is west or north?
WV0 and over.
All right, got your name, Mark. Did your license plate figured out?
No, I really haven't. I might actually have to call and talk to the clerk's office.
Oh man, you're asking for trouble. You know that.
I know. I figured it was the lesser of 2 evils to ask to lift.
Did you ever see that cartoon? It was about animals. I forget the name of it. It was a movie, and they showed the people go there. It was a cartoon about animals, and I forget who the main animal characters were, but they went into the motor vehicle department, and the people behind the counter were all sloths, animal sloths.
No, I didn't see that, but I can sure picture it.
Oh yeah, you'd have to see it. But again, they're not that bad. Don't. I just laughed when I saw it. Anyway, got anything else for the net?
Nope, not a thing. I'll be listening. WB0 and over.
Yeah, that's Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar Oscar. Mark in Northwest Wilson. Who else is north or west?
Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo.
You're going to be a test case. You need to submit yourself to Vanderbilt for COVID, repeated COVID testing.
Yeah, I don't know. So it never hits me hard, so that would be the interesting thing.
Well, you know, they finally came out and said that that the best prevention is actually, you know, getting the virus.
Yeah, and I know I've had it at least once, maybe 2 or 3 times prior. But it's like I said, some of it's been so mild that you don't even think about it.
Yeah, no, I get it. The one time I believe, well, I know I had it, but it was the only time I knew I had it. And it was not a big deal. I've had much worse, just regular colds.
And then the next one shut your lungs down. So who knows?
Yeah, I was joking with my wife about that. I said, this must, I said something about, I was feeling bad about something. I said, it must be because they injected those microchips in me.
It could, maybe, who knows?
Well, they did. There's a lot. They all came in from China.
Via balloon.
Very good. That was Greg. He's in Antioch. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is west or north or south?
Hey, Rick was trying to get in that ball.
Hold on. I heard the Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee, and I heard I'm checking in Richard KN for TJF. Yeah, TJF. That's Rick over there, and he must be able to hear me over there in National City, but I wasn't able to copy him tonight. I think it's a little noisy tonight. But hey, Bill, I got you in there. How you doing? Very good. Just stay dry tonight. Very good. That's Bill. He's in it's KM4Y. I'm sorry, Kilo Mike 4 November Yankee. He's in Murfreesboro. Really good signal. Who else? That's Rick. I got in there by relay. Rick, are you able to copy me? Nope, I can't hear him if he's talking. Is it Joel? You copied him?
Yeah, he said he can hear you fine, but there's a lot of noise.
Well, normally a lot of noise anyway. Anyway, I'm checking you too. How you doing tonight? Good for the net? Joel?
He said, thanks for checking him in. He just got a lot of noise. He's got some issues going on, Paul. But KO4OTV, I'll check in.
All right, very good. You doing all right?
Oh, yeah. Hanging out. Just sitting there playing radio.
All right, very good. That's Joel in over there west of Ashland City. It's Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Victor. Just as a point of interest, he just got like $100 amp for DMR. It's good for 40. I think it's 40 watts, and it's a 2-meter only amp. And it really worked well. I couldn't hear him before from Joel to from Ashland City over to my house, but once he got the amp, and he wasn't even running full power, but he was able to get through just fine. So if anybody has a 2-meter, they also have a 70-seater amp, 70-centimeter amp, but since we don't do a 70-centimeter net on DMR, if you have a 2-meter amp, consider getting one of those $99. I'm not trying to promote it, selling amps, but it was on amp. He bought it directly from BTEC supplier. So if you need information, ask me, and I'll point you over to Joel, or if you can find Joel KO4OTV on QRZ. Anyway, who else is west? Northwest or south?
Kilo. W4ABX. We south.
I think I heard Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor. Was that you, Larry?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, you got covered up by Eddie. But anyway, how you doing, Larry? Thanks for doing the night. We had a big D-Star tonight.
Yeah, had a good one tonight, man. We'll let you get on with it. I hate that Eddie covered me up. KE4FY.
Well, he's only a couple miles from me, and he's got a tower and an antenna on top of that tower that's pretty big. So he covers up everybody. He's probably a better net control than I am. Anyway, that was Larry, Kilo Echo 4 Sierra Yankee Victor, Ian Rockville. Eddie, I got you in there.
All right. Well, hope everybody's doing okay tonight. Just thought I'd check in and be looking forward to some warmer weather. So thanks for doing that, Paul. W4ABX.
Yeah, warmer weather's nice. It's just hotter weather that stinks. I think I told you. I remember distinctly 2012, 105 degrees in Mount Juliet. It was like set a record, at least a recent record. I don't know if it set a record. And well, at 37 years in Tampa, I never went over 100. I come to Mount Juliet, and it's 105. So it's crazy.
Yeah, it may get crazier this summer. Where everything's going.
Now all the crazy's going to California. They got snow down there in Los Angeles.
Maybe they can keep it for a while.
Oh, I don't know. It's what's funny. The weather changes. It always gives us some surprises. They just had, that other snowstorm that moved into the Northeast that messed things up pretty good. So, anything else for that?
I guess that'd be it. Hope y'all had a good time for breakfast this morning.
Oh yeah, well, we'll get you over there one of these days. We'll have to Shanghai you, as they say. Maybe that's racist to say we'll Shanghai you.
Yeah, that might work.
Very good. That was Eddie, Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-Ray, and he's in Gladeville. just east of Mount Juliet. Who else is south? South or east? Looks like we're gonna have a weak night tonight.
W4ZHI.
Hello, Jim. James, what's up?
Oh, I'm seeing it, and most of the day today it's kind of chilly.
Oh yeah, chilly and soggy. So yeah, it's hard to get anything done outside. But everything else go well.
I'm doing okay because I stayed inside, played.
Yeah, family doing well.
Yeah, my wife went out to get food, and that's the only thing we left the house.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah, even the price. I went over. You know that new store that's new. I forgot the name of it already. It's the place where that deli used to be behind Cheddar's, right here in next to Goodyear.
Oh, there's so many places I can't remember all of them.
No, I can't think of it either. But anyway, I'm surprised at how much the prices have gone up in the restaurant.
There's about 4 or 5 places you go shopping.
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, very good. Nothing else for the net.
I'm just glad everybody's online.
Oh yeah, very good. Good to have you in there. That was James Whiskey Alpha 4. I can't read my own writing. Zulu Hotel India. He's here in Mount Juliet. Who else is north, west, or south?
KG4CXE, Kristen Royal.
Hey, Chris. Which antenna do you have up outside for the 2 meter net?
This is the 510.
And you do have it outside the house, I take it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's up off of the deck basically, and on top of a mast, and that's basically kind of semi permanently bolted to the deck, and the deck's pretty sturdy. So yeah, it does a good job out there. It handles the wind pretty well.
Yeah, well, again, the 510 and the 700 do. They really well. All of the commercial antennas held it pretty well. I had a problem with the cheap antennas. They don't take the abuse.
Yeah, I can imagine. I've been happy to see the SWR's been pretty stable. You know, I put the little tape on there that kind of molds around the connector, so I keep a little bit of the water out, and it's done all right.
Yep, I'm with you. Nothing else for the net.
No, that's it. 73 doing going to the 2 upper sideband next, and then 6 meters a night, right?
Yep, 144, 240, and then 50.135, and then 223.415, and then we're going to go over to, let's see, 160. No, I'm kidding.
That's plenty. Sounds good.
All right, very good. That was Chris. He's in Rural Hill, Kilo Golf 4 Sierra X-ray Echo. And for those of you who don't know where Rural Hill is, it's about 5 miles, almost due south of me. You guys, is Rural Hill still in Mount Juliet, isn't it?
It's just that's outside of Mount Juliet's city limits, believe it or not. It's between Mount Juliet and Gladeville. It's just this spot that
Now, the reason I ask is it gets confusing on the east side of Percy Priest because some of that is Davidson County.
Yeah, it's not Davidson County area. I know what you're talking about. I have a buddy who lives over there, and it's odd. It's just you would think he wasn't in Davidson County, but he actually is.
Well, you have Robbins, where Hobson Pike turns off from Mount Juliet Road, and he's just west. West of that corner there on Pew Road, and he's in Davidson County, which I'd move.
My friend lives there. That's the road. That's funny.
Oh, there's some nice places back there.
Yeah, there are. We've actually been able to shoot over there at one point on his property. It was nice.
How far back is the guy?
Well, yeah, just a big tract of land that goes further back in woods and such, and it was safe to do small caliber, obviously, but yeah, it was fun.
Oh yeah, you're not going to use any 30-06, I don't imagine.
No, just a handgun, and a couple little targets. So
yeah, I hear you. Anyway, it's so funny. Every time everything I hear from news, whether it's killings or shootings, well, it's a 22 handgun. I go, I guess those are the cheapest. They still do the job though.
it actually is, I think, statistically one of the most lethal.
Well, since you can buy hollow point 22s.
Yeah, and there's Magnum versions too.
Oh, that's right, there are. And I don't know, is it really that much difference between the long rifle and the regular?
I honestly don't know the data on it, but I imagine it would, both of them are going to do something.
Well, yeah, obviously it's that's the reason you have to be careful with any weapon,
Absolutely.
Anyway, that was Chris. He's in Rural Hill, KG4CX. Who else is south? or east. We already made the way around the compass. So east, please come now.
Whiskey 4, Mike, uniform, Foxtrot.
Hey, you haven't heard from you in a little while. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. I noticed 10 meters has been opening up pretty regularly in the afternoon nowadays.
Oh yeah, it's been doing really well. I've had good reports from other people as well who were talking all over Europe, and I think even somebody talked to Africa in 10 meters.
Yep. I heard a couple of New Zealanders on there also, and one of the nets I check into has over 100 check-ins on 10 meters sometimes.
Wow. Yeah, 10 meters has been gangbusters. I've been listening to some of it, and it's it's easy. 10 meters is funny because there's sometimes you can't hear anything. There's nothing going on. It's like as quiet as a mouse. And like now in this real change, it's back to like it was a few years ago.
Yeah, that's true. Been listening on 6 meters, but I just don't hear anything on 6 meters at all. I don't know what's supposed to do with it.
You'd think a 10 and 6 would be open simultaneously, but I guess they don't do that. They don't coordinate.
I heard this is from something back it's foggy in my memory about 6 meters being the magic band and opens up when something else happens. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, when pigs fly.
Yeah, probably.
Very good. Anything else for the Jimmy?
Nothing else, Paul. Thank you.
Very good. That's Jimmy. He's up to northeast Mount Juliet, Whiskey 4 Mike, uniform Foxtrot. Reporting that 10 meters is a lot of activity, which there is a lot of stuff been going on recently on 10 meters aside. Who else is anywhere, including east?
KI4SIB, KI4SOR. Good evening, Paul.
Hello, Richard. You doing okay? Nice to see you at breakfast this morning.
Good to be there, and everything is under control. Went to a birthday gathering for a buddy of mine that turned 60 this afternoon, and that was a good time. Was had ball, I'll put it, but got that out of the way, and everything's rocking right along.
Well, I only have one thing to say about you said everything's under control. That just means you're not paying attention.
Well, I try not to most of the time.
No, it's better. Yeah. It's really funny because there are, my wife and I were talking about this recently. Some people actually dwell on the negative, and it's so annoying.
Absolutely.
And really, we only got a short time on the planet. And I'm not going to spend it worrying about everything and being negative.
No, you ain't got time for all that.
No, very good. Anything else for the net, Richard?
No, sir. Everything's looking good, and I appreciate what you're doing. And 73, you're doing a fantastic job as usual, and take care of yourself. Talk to you when I can. KI4SIB Net. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, very good. Flattery will get you everywhere. It's KI4SIB. That's Richard, and KI4SOR. Stephanie, his bride. Who else is anywhere, including east? I think there was a double in there, but Carrie wins. Everything go all right on the way home from the breakfast, Carrie?
Oh, man, I think we had a good time this morning.
Oh, yeah, it's always a good time. Well, that's one of the things about ham radio is a very specific commonality if you have a ham radio license. I mean, it's hard to go to a ham meeting and somebody goes, hey, let's talk about railroads, or trains, or, you know what I'm saying? It's everybody's focused on that thing.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because you can have 10 different conversations going on at the same time, and everybody's sitting at the same table.
Yeah. Well, did you notice that woman you were talking to? She went to the breakfast conservative group or something like that, or the conservative breakfast group.
Yeah, she walked up and she asked those of us who were standing there that's what we were there for, and we told her no, we were with the ham group. And she started asking questions because she was interested in trying to get her license for ham. Oh,
cool. Yeah. No, that's funny because I thought to myself, hey, we could have a joint meeting with the breakfast conservatives usually.
Well, for the most part, yeah.
Well, I don't know what they're, there's another issue about, I'll just say politics in general. Let's say you're a conservative in politics and you went to one of those breakfasts. You might find yourself only agreeing with half the people.
Yeah, there's a lot of those folks that do attend that thing that I have seen over there before that I kind of know who they are, and I don't agree with their ways.
Oh, that particular group, you mean?
Maybe not necessarily that particular one, but there's been some of them that have met over there for the conservative group that I've seen some politicians walk in over there with them that I don't agree with.
Oh, I got it. Well, at this point, I'm not sure I agree with any of the politicians.
Good point.
No, I don't know that I've ever been enamored with I call it gummit. Every time I make a mention, I call it gummit. G-U-M-M-I-T. I spell correct. Keep trying to tell me I'm wrong, but I tell them too bad. You don't like it, too bad. But anyway, no government. It's like Ronald Reagan said. He said the worst, the most scary words in the language are, "I'm from the government. I'm here to help."
Yeah, anytime the government says trust them, it's time not to trust them.
Well, it's just that I don't know if you heard me talking about that. Maybe you did. Is that about that Ayn Rand, that the woman who wrote the Atlas Shrugged? She said, look at all those buildings that went up, and all those buildings in all the major cities around the country, and they all went up without any federal money whatsoever, all private enterprise, and they had fun. I heard something blasting in there. But anyway, Kerry, it was good to see you this morning. Got anything else for the net?
Negative, enjoyed it, and thank you for doing the net. And Kilo 5 Sierra, I'm gonna be clear.
Very good. I think I heard somebody else in there, but that's Kilo 5 Sierra, and that's Kerry. He's in Baird's Mill. Who was else? Was that somebody else in there? Very good. Got you in there, Earl. It sound good on DMR. I mean, on Fusion as well. Or was it Fusion? No, on DMR. That's where you were. Not DMR. D-Star. That's where you were. D-Star.
Yeah, there you go. On D-Star. You got so many operating modes over there. I can't keep track of it.
Well, I'm telling you, I think maybe we ought to start like a PSK net, and then we'll do an RTTY net, and then we'll do an Olivia net, all these different digital modes. Drive everybody crazy.
That would take off. Maybe I'm about 2/3 the way there now, I think. But I try not to think so much, like Ricky tries not to pay attention.
Yeah, well, I've already gone all the way, and I'm just coming back a little bit from the brink,
Yeah, there you go. That's what they got this bungee cords for. They only go so far and you get sprung back. But anyway, everything's pink and creamy here in Noreen. Just changing the weather and the old sinus street gets going. Pollen coming and going. But anyway, hang in there, Paul. Hang on tight. Enjoy the ride. Do a fine job there, buddy. KE4 DEC 73.
Yeah, if you've learned to, flattery gets you everywhere. That was Earl. He's in Noreen, Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. Anybody else south or east or anywhere?
AM4HQ.
Hey, Stan, you sound good tonight. Either you jumped off frequency or something messed up there, or it's a double. I'm not sure which. Go ahead again, Stan.
I said I will be good with a net. That's my favorite digital mode.
Yeah, I don't think we can afford to do any more nets. We're already doing like however many we do, 10 or whatever it is per week. It's a lot of nets.
Yeah, sure is. I've had a good time playing HF lately. I've worked several new ones on different bands, and I think I worked cruises again this morning on 12 meters FT8.
Oh wow, yeah, great. By the way, I'm glad. I didn't even, I was kind of half joking when I asked you about working on zone, and you said, "Hey, yeah, I had to look that up," and there you go. You're going to get a certificate for worked on zone.
Yeah, I've worked all zones mixed. I'm pretty close to having worked all zones on 5 bands, but it'll take a little bit more work.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You got to be pretty diligent about it. Anyway, no, congratulations on that too. I assume truthfully, I would presume as much activity as you've had, that it would be accidentally worked all zones, getting that many countries as you have. Anyway, that was Stan, Kilo Mike 4 Hotel Quebec Echo, and he's over in Lebanon. Who else is any place, including East?
KE4 TWI.
Hey, Mr. West, what's up?
Not much. Somebody else was queuing up. Whoever it was real strong, but you forgot the one net we haven't done is the live amateur television net. It would be, I guess, on 70 centimeters. So just check that box.
Yeah, well, that's what's funny because that is actually that's free software to do that kind of stuff.
Well, the analog, of course.
I've seen it on HF, but that's mostly pictures, though. I think they're just pictures. It's not actually live TV.
Enough live TV. So there you go. That just convince it's just several $100, maybe $1,000 for their equipment. You know, totally worth it. Now everything is going good here. KE4 TWI.
Very good. That was Wes. He's over there up by the lake, north of kind of northwest. I think it's northwest 11. That's Kilo Echo 4 Tango Whiskey India West. Who else is any place?
JD4 VUW. Best page.
That sounds like Carlin to me.
Yep, sure is. Thought I'd check in. I've been sitting there listening to the net. I just happened to think about it at about 5 after 8, tuned over here and heard y'all talking. So I thought I'd sit back and wait. Here's my little chance. Jump in there and say hello to everybody. I guess I'll turn it back over to you, and that way some more people can check in, because it just picked up all of a sudden there in the last about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, very good. Carlin, your call, I heard it wrong. I think is it Kilo Delta 4?
Yes. KD4 VUW. Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey.
Yeah, very good. I was for some reason I thought I heard it wrong. But anyway, I did have a Kilo Delta. Yeah, good to have you in there. That's Carlin. He's in Bethpage. Kilo Delta 4 Victor Uniform Whiskey. Who else is any place anywhere?
Kilo Oscar 4 Kilo Alpha Juliet.
KB9 RKK.
Yeah, Frank, you gotta let it go. Hold on, Frank. I think I heard Kilo Oscar 4 Kilo Alpha. Is that who that was?
Yeah, Paul. Kilo Oscar 4 Kilo Alpha Juliet. Yeah, that's what it is.
Seth, is that who it is?
That's me. That's me.
Ah, very good, Seth. I haven't heard from you in a little while. You come throw me a curve. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Just upgraded. Crashed the General recently. Got a good deal on a 7300 baby jump. So I've been playing with it a little bit.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, congratulations on your general ticket. That opens up practically the whole world to you.
Yeah, it does. Thanks to the guys in Robertson County. Help me out a little bit.
Yeah, it's fun. It's one of the fun parts about ham radio is that hams, for the most part, and I haven't heard anybody who would say otherwise, they're more than willing to help people either take the test or help them with the test or help with some training. Or you can get it in ham radio. It really is a good hobby.
Yeah, it's also, because I have to take it online like I did last time. It was a lot more comfortable. So appreciate the guys in Robertson County. But I'll let you get on. 73 is Pleasantview.
Very good. That was Seth in Pleasantview, Kilo Oscar 4 Kilo Alpha. Just took it got past the general here recently, which is great. Congratulations again. Who else is any place anywhere? Oh no, I had Frank in there.
KB9 RKK.
You have a big signal there, Frank. You cover everybody else.
Yeah, sorry. I was the one that Wes was talking about. I was having trouble with my radio. Wanted to keep keying up on itself. I don't know, something's going on, but I disconnected all the other push to talks and the computer from it, and now it seems to be working.
Yeah, somehow I think maybe they put AI in there and automatically does it. It feels like.
Yeah, well, I was monitoring Whisper, wasn't trying to transmit on it, and ever since I got that running and started doing this, but it seems to be. I had to unplug one of my my headset. I think maybe something might have been pushing on the foot pedal under here, so I just dug it all out. But I unplugged it first, but it might have been activated.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, it's always if this. I think the hobby was technically a little easier when it was just a radio and a microphone and a speaker and an antenna, and now we got cables going to everything.
Yeah, well, I had the foot switch. It's for the headset, but it'll work with either mic or with anything. So I don't know. It might have been upside down and pressing on its own. But it's like as soon as I switched it to this radio, it was keying it. I'm like, what the heck's going on? So anyway, problem solved.
Yeah, sounds good. You got a good signal as always. Nice robust sound. is that the modified mic?
Question.
Hey, go ahead.
I wanted to ask Frank a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is W4MUF. Frank, I heard recently you purchased the assembly yourself type amplifier. How did that work out?
It worked out. It worked out good. Unfortunately, I think those guys are now selling it pre-made because they got approved as a manufacturer. But yeah, it was very easy to do. It took me about 4 hours.
Okay, thanks very much for the info. And thank you. About what are you then, Paul?
What do you owe me? Just another check-in next week. How's that? Anyway, yeah, good. Yeah, good deal. So they just stopped offering it as a kit. Is that what you said?
I believe so, but I don't know if the price really changed. Plus, they came out with another one with 2 finals in it that does, I think full legal limit, even though it's a power supply issue is what it is. I mean, the single one is rated for 1900 watts because they're using a different one than most guys use, but the power supply can only handle 1300 sideband and about 700 digital at full duty cycle, or else the power supply is going to give out. Yeah, no, it was really easy. It's a Mercury 3S. What's his name? Angel of Murfreesboro is he's part of that group.
Oh, cool. I haven't heard from Angel in a while.
Yeah, he's the one that I actually got the email from and got me on the list because he's basically the sales guy for KM3 KM, which is the people that make it.
Oh, cool. And they're where?
They're in Florida. The guy that Kenny Martinez, he's in Florida. And he designed it, made it, and now they make a Lux version. It's called an LUX, and it's got nice handles. He's also got an auto tuner with a digital display on it and whatnot that they came out with. It doesn't have it's kind of got the same range as the built-in tuners on most of the amps. It's not a wideband tuner, so it's more just to keep an antenna happy through the whole band. But man, it works great. I'm about to build another thing here. I'm gonna make a whisper transmitter. So it's gonna do 6 bands, and then maybe later I'll make it do 11. But we'll see, one step at a time.
So is that the amp you build, is it good through up through 10 or up through 6?
Yeah, it's 160 through 6, correct. On 6, it's got slightly less power. It's like rated for 1,000 on 6.
Yeah, that's still a lot.
Yeah, I in a dummy load, I've seen it do 1,000 no problem. I think it's supposed to do like 9 something, but it'll hit 1,400 for a split second, and then they got a really nice controller built into it, and it'll tell you nope, and it'll kick you out, and you have to hit the reset button.
Oh well, yeah, I'm glad you had good luck with that. That's very great. It's funny though that they only sold it as a kit before they had FCC approval, and now they're off it, but it's a fully assembled.
Right. In fact, the box doesn't say power amplifier; it says power amplifier case.
That's not too deceptive, is it?
And no power cord. You know what the change now? You can get it with a power cord now because see, they could sell the complete thing.
Do they give you the offer between a 220 and a 110?
Yeah, this thing will work on both, and you don't even have to switch it. It just does it automatically. It's basically a big computer power supply, 50 volt power supply comes out of there. And I posted a bunch of stuff last time, a few years ago when I built it. It's been about 3 years now, I want to say, but it's been working great. I've had zero issues with it, and it's protected itself from bonehead things that from me.
Oh yeah, well that's nice that it has the protections because we do need protection.
Oh yeah, wrong antenna, wrong band. It automatically switches. It's got an RF sense, whereas the new Lux version, ties to the radio and does it with the switch on the radio. This one is the RF one. As soon as you key the mic at all, like even on sideband, you get that little click bounce from it's enough to make it to switch.
Oh wow, that's great. Anything else for the net, Frank?
Nope. Nothing going on here. Nothing. Just thanks for doing it, and I'll give it back over to you, KB, not our kicking.
Very good. That's Frank, Northwest Wilson. That's actually Northwest Mount Juliet. Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo Kilo. Anybody else out there?
And to YCX.
And to YCS. How you doing, Ramon? You doing okay?
Just trying to recuperate from working today.
Well, yeah, that can be a problem some days.
Yeah, especially this weather out here. It's kind of wacky.
Well, yeah, well, you just got to roll with the punches because we can't. I wish I could control the weather. I'd be rich.
Yeah, but it puts some wear and tear on the body.
Oh yeah, definitely, sure. Especially when it's cold. Are you having to work outside?
In and out. I went outside like 3 or 4 times, but that was enough.
Yeah, it is. Well, just be glad it's not down to 30 degrees or so.
Well, I have the space heater on. I'm in the shack, and just sit here listening to you and staying next to the space heater. I'm not even far away from it. I'm literally right next to it.
Yeah, well, in my case, I don't know whether it's because I have Eastern European background, and Eastern European and United Kingdom background in the northern, cold climate. I was raised in a cold climate, and so I tend to like. I don't know if that's the reason, but I tend to like cold weather rather than hot weather. And I've been in some hot weather. Lived in Florida for 37 years.
I don't mind the heat. I really enjoy it. It's the humidity and the stickiness during the whole summertime is what's terrible down there. The heat is nothing. It's just the stickiness that comes with it.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. It's the uncomfortableness of it. You can get all dressed up. You can go outside, and like 10 minutes later, your shirt's soaked, and you're sweating on your collar, and you look like crap.
Absolutely that. And to YCX, in case I did not eat. Yeah, it's trying to get things back up today, this afternoon. I went and grabbed some of the boxes out. I'm just staring at them, and you know how that goes. You stare at them until you get motivated to want to put all that back together again.
Oh yeah, very good. Well, listen, anything else for the net before we move on?
No, not really. Anybody commented about the half fest today? I most unfortunately missed it. And was it good? I usually go to them. I missed them. I missed that half fest going on 2 years in a row now. And due to the fact that it rained today, I've heard a couple of people comment that it was pretty good, but then I didn't hear anything else.
Well, the one in Dalton, apparently, I had that report from Paul over in Old Hickory. He said it was fine over in Dalton.
Yeah, that's the one I'm referring to. I've got through all of them, and I missed 2 years. Last year I missed it because I was in Florida. Today I missed it because I'm working.
Very good. No, he said it was pretty good. It was okay. And probably, half the fun of going to Hamfest, like you said, was seeing people you knew or know, to keep up with. So, anyway, let me move on. Anything else, Ramon?
No, not a whole lot. Just maybe this year I might upgrade, go to general, but finally take the plunge. Do you know if they changed anything as far as getting to the general?
No, but you better do it before. Let's see. I'm trying to remember when that changes again. It seems to me it's changing in June. But they're going to change the whole, all the question pool.
Oh, so they're gonna make it like the question pool for the extra. I guess they want to add more, just like they did it with the ESCO for HVAC. They changed it. They added a whole lot more goodies in it.
Well, no, I think in this case they just changed it so that they're, it's all the same information, but it's different questions rather than people constantly having the same question pool. They change the questions up a little bit, vary them so they're just different. That's all. So it's I don't know. It just keeps it, I guess, cleaner and makes more sense to keep moving it around. It's not you have to be smarter or it's taken I don't think they add anything to it. I really don't. Anyway, let me move on. Is that it?
Yes, sir. Doing great, man. I always look forward to hearing you. This is at 2YCX, and I appreciate the time on your program. We'll be listening.
Very good. That was Ramon. He's in Murfreesboro. November 2, Yankee Charlie X-ray. Good signal out of Murfreesboro. In fact, excellent signal. Who else? Anybody else out there? Any lollygaggers, lurkers, or sandbaggers, Scott? Got you, didn't I?
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to do that. I say when it's
Yeah, you were jumping on the D-Star net, didn't you?
I sure did.
Yeah, no, that's gonna have 9 people tonight, which is awesome.
Tearing it up. I've got a DMR radio, but I have no idea how to program it. And I don't like it anyway.
No, we're gonna keep plugging away at it, even if it kills us. After you drop $450 on a radio, you have a hard time giving it up.
I was running this one somehow.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you told me that. Well, very good. Now, DMR, it's problematic. You have to have, I still swear it's strictly, it really is for repeater only use, on any wide area stuff.
Probably so. All right, carry on. Where are we going next?
All right, we're going over to 144.240. Anybody else? 144.240 upper side. Who else? Any place, anywhere? Can still come. Lollygaggers, lurkers, sandbaggers, or people named Scott, or people named what they're called K1 SPD. Anybody else out there? Very good. We're stopping at 26 and going over to 144.240. 144.240. 3, 2, 1. We're going. Oh, going over there right now. This is Kilo 4 Pop Echo Whiskey, the Mount Juliet Simplex Net on 144.240. Looking for check-ins from, we started from the north. Please come in.
Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kill.
Sound good. Kilo Bravo 9, Romeo Kilo Kilo Frank here in Mount Juliet. Who else is north?
WB0LO.
Another good signal. I'm telling you, it's upper side band on 2 meters. Sounds so good.
Yeah, it does sound good.
Almost sounds like AM. Anyway, that was Whiskey Bravo 0, November Oscar. That's what we need to do is an AM net. And not now. Somebody else wants to do it. They're welcome to. And that was Mark in North Wilson County. Who else is north or west?
KM4 YRF.
Yeah, you sound good there, Michael. KM4YRF. Sounds great. Good signal. Who else is west?
KG4 ILV.
Oh, you sound like crap.
Everybody else sounds good.
No, you sound fine. I had to say, everybody can't have a great signal. Somebody's got to take the heat.
I'll throw myself on that grenade.
That was Kilo Golf 4 India. Lima Victor, and that's Jack and Donaldson. Who else is west?
KD4 CVE.
Maybe that's what we ought to do, Greg. It's just instead of going along with the crowd, you don't even have to avoid the crowd. You don't have to be on 2 meter or on DMR or D-Star or 223. All you have to do is go to sideband, and it's almost nobody. Not many scanner listeners are going to sideband.
Not scanners, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny. Anyway, that was Greg. Good signal from Antioch. Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is west or anywhere?
No, K1 SPD.
You weren't going to wait for the lollygagger report, right?
No, I wasn't paying attention. All I heard was anywhere.
No, that's good. No, we're good. Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta. You know us. We don't have any real rules. We just have things we do. Doesn't have to be any order. Anyway, that's Kilo 1 Sierra Papa Delta. And that's Scott in Laverne. Who else? Another good signal. Who else is south?
K4 DEZ.
Hey, Earl, you sound really good. In fact, I think you sound better here than you did on 2 meters.
Yeah. Best beat conditions, all I can say.
Yeah, no, your signal was a little noisy on 2 meters, and here on upper sideband. 2 meters FM. Upper sideband, you sound wonderful. Anyway, that was Earl, Kilo Echo 4 Delta Echo Zulu. In Noreen, who else is south or east?
KG4 DXE, Crestwell Hill.
All right, had a couple of double in there, but we had Chris with a big signal, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo, who won. Who was the other station?
Whiskey 4 Mike Uniform Foxtrot.
All right, I think we actually had two people in there. It was Jimmy, Whiskey 4, Mike, Uniform Foxtrot, and Juliet. Who else was there?
KK5S.
Man, we're rolling them in. I got you in there, Kerry, Kilo 50, another big signal. Who was the other one?
KM4QE.
Ah, very good. That's a good signal from Stan and Lebanon. Was there another station in there?
I heard a KK5S.
Oh, no, I got that one. That's Kerry, Kilo 50. He's over there in Baird's Mill. I can't even look on a map to tell you where that is.
No, it's not too far from me. It's between 231 and Dock's Crossroads.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I got you. I know about where it is. I just, I think it's that road north of you, is it not?
No, it's a little northwest, I guess. I may have that wrong. It's between 231 and they're going down toward 109 on that Kirby Dogback Leg Road.
All right. Well, very good. That was Earl giving us some geography that I'm unfamiliar with. But anyway, who else is any place, anywhere? Please come in. And anybody else, north, south, east, or west? We're on upper side band. If you're on FM and listen to this, you're really going to be in for a surprise noise. Anybody else out there? Okay, very good. We had 12 in there tonight on the upper side band, which is a lot of participation. Moving right over, and if you would announce that, Michael, for me on FM. Then we're going over to, where are we going? 50.135. Michael, you still there? Maybe he's already going over. But I'm going to go over to 50.135. So you guys are K4P there. All right, we're here on 6 meters, 50.135, and taking check-ins from the north. Please come now. All right, WB0NO. Oh, got you in there, Mark. A little low on the audio there by signal strength, but I can still hear you. Who else is north? Which antenna are you using there, Mark?
I'm using
Okay, maybe that's the reason, because I'm horizontal with that little loop I have, that loop from M squared. Anyway, that's Whiskey Bravo November Oscar. Who else is north or west? Hey, very good. Got you in there, Joel. I can hear you just fine. It's Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Victor. Who else is? Are you using that? You're using the. Oh gosh, I think you told me. You're using a Carolina Wyndham, maybe. Yeah, well, if you ever see me with 3 kilowatts, I'm going to sell it. Yeah, they must sell that one to the military for 3 kilowatts, man. Anyway, that was Joel. He's in Ashland, West Ashland City, Kilo Oscar 4 Oscar Tango Victor. Not a strong copy, but a good copy. Who else is north or west? All right, we got Frank in there. Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Kilo. Who else? North or west? Oh man, you're really down in the mud, but I got you in there, Jack. Are we always at low on 6 meters for you? Man, you're really, really low, man. All right, I'm gonna move on. At least I think I knew your voice, even though I couldn't hear it properly. Who else is north or west? All right, heard you in there just fine. Good signal there. Great. That's Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo. Who else is west or south? Wait, was that you, Scott? Yeah, really low on the on the auto there. I'm afraid to turn it up higher. Somebody will blow my ears out. But that's Kilo 10 Papa Delta, and that's Scott and Laverne. Who else is west or south or east?
W4MUS.
Oh yeah, you got a big signal there, Jimmy. Really good. How are you copying other stations from your QTH?
I did hear the guy. I think he's in Kingston Springs or whatever.
Earl in Kingston Springs. I don't think I heard that one.
Somewhere northwest of Nashville.
Joel, it's KO4OTV. You copied him?
That's probably it.
Yeah, he's west of Ashland City.
Okay.
Yeah, he's quite a distance from here. He's about 32 miles from me, so he's a little farther for you.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, that was Jimmy, Whiskey 4 Mike, Uniform Foxtrot in Northeast, Mount Juliet. Who else is south or east? Hey, Chris, you sound good. A little low on the audio and the signal tonight, but I still get good copy.
Yeah, everybody's a little bit lower, but I've got good audio.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's Chris in Rural Hill, Kilo Golf 4 Charlie X-Ray Echo. Who else is east or south or east? KK5, that's got you in there, Carrie. You sound good. It's a little low, but still can hear you. It's a good night for 6 meters. We were terrible the last time we were on 6 meters. Like we couldn't hear anything. Anyway, who else is out there? Any place, anywhere? Is there a station I hear out there that I can't hear? I do hear activity way, way back in the background, but I can't make any of it out. I don't think it's our activity. And one last chance on 6 meters. Any place, anywhere, please come down. I'm still hearing those voices out there. Nobody copying anything?
Who was that?
That was Greg.
Oh, okay.
What was the call again, Greg? No. Go lay down. Who is that, did you say? What did you get his call? Sierra Charlie Romeo? Okay, very good. I copy it. Echo Victor Romeo, you said? Okay, very good. Yeah, maybe that was the guy I heard, but I couldn't make out anything. I just thought it was background noise. Anyway, and where is he located? Pleasant View, you said? Priest Lake. Okay, very good. And his first name was what? Okay, very good. Yes, Joe has checked in before. I forgot about that. Any other? Appreciate you being there, Joe. If you can hear me, that was 11 in there. Is there anybody else? Please come now. Got nothing. We're going to move over to one more chance. I don't want to leave anybody out. Nope, think that's all we got. We're going over to 223, 415. We'll catch you. We're moving right along. We're going to be out of here in like 9 o'clock, 9:10 or so. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. Appreciate you being there. There was 11 people on 6 meters, which is also a big night. 12 on 2 meters upper sideband and 6 meters We got 11, so that's a very active night. All right, we'll catch everybody over on, well, whoever's on 223-415. We'll see you then. K4PW. This is Kilo 4, Pop Echo Whiskey, the Mount Juliet Simplest Radio Net. Please come now from the north. All right, right off the bat there, we had KB9, RKK. Who else is out there besides Frank? Looking for more check-ins besides me and Frank. Yeah, big signal out of Scott. You're doing fine. Check in later also on the sandbags in it. Oh, definitely. I heard you in there, Jack. You were doubling, but I don't think you realized it. Let me try that now. Jack, go ahead and come back again, and Scott, see if you can hear him. Go ahead, Jack. No copy there, Scott. Jack is, I'm saying it's almost due north of you since you're in Laverne, but it's not really due north. But he's up at the north end of Donaldson. Just thought I'd let you know. Yeah, you did. Were you copying, Jack? Were you copying him at all? Okay, very good. It's not making it that distance anyway. You both have requirement now. New requirement. You got to double the height before the next net. Say again. Hold on. I think we're doubling it. Scott, go ahead. Ouch. Yeah. How about you, Jack? Would you have something? All right. Let's try. Michael, you in there? No, I think he's going to get that from Charles. All right, I'm not hearing anybody else. Anybody else out there? Please come in. Well, we got Eddie's got a pretty big signal. I don't think you've missed him. That's Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-ray. Was there somebody else in there besides Eddie? I don't think so. So far, we got. Let me make sure I got it right. I got me, K4 PDW, of course, and then KB9 RKK Frank. We got K1 SPD Scott and Laverne. And we've got Jack, Kilo Golf 4 India Lima Victor, and Whiskey 4 Echo Bravo X-ray Eddie here in Gladeville. Anybody else? Oh, I didn't write you down. I'm sorry about that. Very good. I'm glad you said that. So used to hearing you, I didn't think about it. That's Kilo Delta 4 Charlie Victor Echo in Antioch. And that's 6 of us in there tonight, which is a pretty good number. But is there anybody else out there? Please come now. All right, we'll take him in as a mobile, or if the M stands for mobile, or maybe. Anybody else out there? I hope he can hear me. We'll have to ask him after the net. Anyway, that's KM4YRF, and he's over west of at Nashville Airport. Anybody else out there this evening? Charles must be out of town or busy or something, because he's normally in here. No, who was that? Hey, hold on. I do have very good, Jeff. I can hear you in there tonight. It's K4PW. How copy? Jeff, can you copy me? Hey, Jack, try to pick up Jeff, Whiskey Yankee 4 Golf in Madison. Okay, I don't know who. I don't know who else is up north in that vicinity. But I could just heard him in there, but apparently he can't hear me very well. Anybody copying any signals up there? Mark, you're not copying Jeff out of Madison? Mark's not in there. What am I asking you? And sometimes he is. All right. Well, so far we had 8 in there tonight. I did have Jeff in there. I'm going to have to contact him and let him know I heard him. I don't know if he's hearing me or not. Well, very good. We had a big monstrous 8 people in there on 223.415, which is exciting to have because we don't normally have that many. So it's great. In fact, we're missing a couple, 3 people. So it's things are picking up in many areas except for DMR, which is picking down. So we'll get to everybody later. Appreciate you being there, K4PEW, and we'll be closing the YouTube and the net. Have a good night, guys.